Okay, what's going on? A little late today. It's Monday, 12:30. I had to do some administrative things. Let's are we not live? There we are. Let's get this over to Twitter. There we are. Is the sound working? Test. Test. Okay, sound's working. That's good. Okay, we're live. We're going to do the Apple Orchard upgrade today. It's part of the industry specific bundle. It's down here yet, one of the first ones I did. Right here. One-time fee $75 on this one. No, I did raise prices on all the models that were 45. I put them up to 75. I feel like the value there for 45 is not any more inaccessible at 75, and these simulations and financial models are very, very, very valuable. So uh, it's up to 75 for the minimum. Okay, and I do all kinds of templates and tools for accounting, industry-specific models, HR, lending models, a lot of real estate-specific models, SaaS models, and then all the financial models you can see here on the financial models tab. And if you want to buy everything on the site, you can do it for $9.99, or you can buy individually by template or in category bundles. Note, so let's go over last week real quick. Last week I did a seller financing financial model, which was really cool. For seller financing transactions and calculating taxable basis on the amortization receipts. That was a really fun one. I also added a new service. So if you see here, I'm not doing 2-hour template walkthroughs. I did it with a client last week. It worked out really great, and it made the model so much more valuable for me to like them to sit down and figure out for their situation how to put numbers into the template that made sense. And so I explained it with the customer and we went for about 2 hours. So I'm doing a service now for any template that's been purchased on the site. If you want to go do a 2-hour walkthrough of it, I will do that in 2 hours. Obviously, it's going to be $330. I don't foresee this schedule rate going up. I think 165 an hour is probably where I'll be at for a while, quite a long time. Okay, now that's all of that stuff. Let's get into the model. So, Apple Orchard, let's find it. This is an older one, so upgrading it's going to be fun. There's going to be a lot of stuff. It looks like it's an annual only. Went out for 50 years. A lot of specific assumptions just for the orchard you see here. Um, yeah, this is going to be interesting. So we're going to incorporate all of those upgraded tabs and everything we do on the newer stuff with this. So, and I've been doing these upgrades since January, and I've got, I think after I do this one, and I think I want to do the vending machine one, the bike shop one, and maybe one more. And then I'm going to start doing brand new templates for different industries from scratch. So that means like building all the assumptions and everything else. So I'm excited to do that. Okay, so let's think. We need a 10-year model to work from that's already been done and fully integrated. I know the mining model was 10-year only. Could probably use this. The CapEx, oh, that's perfect actually. Yeah, this looks like it'll be perfect. Just looking at all the different inputs here. Okay, great. Let's start integrating. So to do that, well, first I need to update all the tab names that are going to be imported. So like that's going to be a lot. I mean, we just have a lot here. I'm just going to get these over here. Okay, that should be enough, hopefully. That schedule. This is really the old one. When I first did that schedules, I had this late fee logic here. It's really not necessary. Let's make this dynamic on the payments per year. Make sure that works. 6, 2, perfect. Okay, we will probably be breaking some things, a lot of things, and updating, but the base assumptions like this, these assumptions for how the orchard, performs and expands over time, and the cost, all that's going to be the same. But we're going to add a bunch of ancillary reports and global assumptions to try to make it easier to use and just better in general and give better insight. Let's see, we need a different yellow on that. All right, so let's just start. We're going to have to add a global control. This will allow us to do some different stuff with the naming, uh, text name of the company that'll flow through, uh, start date, end month, if we include terminal value or not, cash sources, debt, all that. Then we're going to have cap table. We're going to have a cap X. We're going to have a terminal value sheet. We're going to have a see cap table, cap X, terminal value, global control, executive summary, discounted cash flow analysis, which I put on the distributions tab. We're going to need a validation tab. What else here? Cap table, CapEx, startup costs. These summaries can go over here. This goes to the end. This is going to go over here. Okay, what else are we missing? So income statement, balance sheet, cash flow statement, all annual, income statement, balance sheet, cash flow statement. All right, these will be, I usually do dark purple on all of these. This can stay for now. Pro forma actually has some assumptions on it. We're just going to call this the I don't even know what to call this. These are both input tabs though, so they're going to be light yellow. I mean, I have, so harvest here, some of the revenue assumptions, total acres, cost. Where's this even flowing to? Let me see. Let's see. Where's this even going? Provision down here. Okay. Well, we're just going to call this the annual detail. It's got some assumptions on it. It's got some. We're just going to go, we're going to make this a light yellow. This is definitely a light yellow. And I'm going to put these ahead here. These are kind of like the main areas you're going to be working on mostly if you're using the template. So those two, then you've got, these are all ancillary schedules and reports we're building around the template. Startup costs. Now, so these cost and assumptions, these are ongoing. I'm just seeing if I have any one time. This is all going to be sourced from somewhere else. Capital, so these are definitely going to be in a different schedule. These are ongoing. Where's my other initial costs? Oh, actually on here. Now the question is, would these be depreciable? To, I don't think so. It's almost like inventory. The cost of the trees you're buying. Actually, I haven't really thought about that. So for an orchard, if you're running an apple orchard and you've got to buy, obviously, trees, you know, what are the trees? Are they, you know, they're not inventory. Well, let's look this up here. Yeah, we got a couple viewers. Nice. Okay, let's look up. So, apple orchard, uh, financial category for trees. Uh, Here we go. Special depreciation. Oh, what's this? I never heard of such a thing. Okay. When orchards are acquired before the trees have reached an income producing level, the pre-productive costs must be capitalized. But a farmer may choose to elect out of the rules at the cost of a slower depreciation method. No alternative depreciation. Most farm businesses will annual gross receipts of 26 million or less for the three preceding tax years. Right. So fertilizer and labor are obviously just expensed. The trees are not typically depreciable until they become commercially viable. However, prior to January 1st, you can do the cost of the planting and all that deductible. Uh, so the cost of high density orchards are $100,000 in year one. Years one and two have pre-productive expenses. Right, because on this, I had harvest year is two, so the first couple years are just like this pre-production thing. But you're buying, you have costs here every time you expand or fill up the orchard with new trees. Uh, Pre-productive expense of 20,000, 30,000. Cash basis farmer subject to USAR chooses not to elect out. They also choose not to take advantage of 100% SDA on the $100,000 trees. $150 of expenses. Oh, okay. Uh, okay. So it looks like the main issue here, if you're planting an orchard, is you can depreciate the trees that you buy once they start producing. So I have actually logic here for when that happens, which is right here. So there's going to be some kind of offset on the CapEx schedule for depreciation, but there is going to be depreciation on this. So there's obviously the initial cost right here, buy tree, and that's going to be subject to depreciation on the income statement. Oh, okay. So, well, that's going to be fun. It's going to be so normally, like if you look at this mining one, we just have regular capex. You're buying equipment and stuff, and that's just got a regular depreciation schedule that happens here. Well, now I have to have an offset based on the years before we're commercially viable for the basically before the trees start producing things you can sell, which takes a couple years as they're growing. So I'm gonna have to think about that one. But there's a path I just have to offset. All right, so that's fine. Anything else we got to get in here? Let's see. I think that's all of it. So let's start importing the tabs. So global assumptions here, capex. We'll see how this goes. It might be. Yeah, I'm thinking about how we're gonna do that capex and depreciation. What? How many years? Looks like it went out 20 years on this, or 50 on this one as well. Okay, okay, terminal value. If you ever sell, we're doing it based on the EBITDA multiple. That schedule's in here. Income statement. Put that in. Now, is this up to 50? Yeah, max 50. Okay, so I did. That's good. So this will fit fine. Balance sheet and cash flow statement. Yeah, this is going to take some finessing. There's going to be some accounting stuff, and I'm going to have to look at formulas, and really, it's not going to be super easy. Like the normal integrations aren't that hard because it's just importing the tabs, finding and replacing the logic, and then re-referencing a couple things. But here, we're requiring some thought with this, how I'm going to structure the assumptions that exist. There's this kind of cash flow analysis. All right. So first things first, we got the tabs imported. That's great. Let's try to do a find and replace and hope. So we want to replace everything that says mining v3. So everything from that workbook needs to be blank now. So all the formulas work in this workbook. So replace this with blank. Hopefully we did it. Whole workbook. Nice. That's actually great. So see all these now reference each other in their own positions. And there's stuff that is referencing the set schedule, all this stuff. Now we are going to have, obviously, to make some changes to the logic. So, but first let's format. Oh, shoot. Startup costs I didn't put in here. Non-depreciable startup costs. So this would be like legal stuff or maybe a website campaign, something that's deductible. Consulting fees. Okay. Uh, Cap table. Just trying to get all this formatted good. I need a good start year. We'll just do reference this. Okay, it's going on the executive summary, so let's reference the start. Okay, this is going on annual detail. Where is that? Over here. So this is no longer an input. It's going to be referenced right from here. Okay, so that's flowing. Looks like Gotta re-reference all of this. Yeah. Get the new dates in. I like to have timing assumptions in here. It just gives the model more of a real feel and more of a simulated, like it does. Oh, come on, it does require some more finesse and how you structure the assumptions and exit and everything in the financial statements. But I think it's worth it to have that in there. Let's call this actually V2. Yeah, we're gonna have all kinds of updates to this thing before it's done. Okay, that's fine. Let's freeze these rows and columns. What is this? So validation. Um, let's see, what did I do on the mining one for the validation? I guess just the year. And referenced C5. Okay. So this is working now. Put all these to 15 width. And now this is the, more tedious part of modeling, but it looks really good in the end. And it's very useful. The more detailed and harder, or not harder, but the more you do on this stuff, the better it is for the end user and the cleaner it is. But it takes time. You can't have errors, which will have everything being sanity checked. Let's update the name here. Orchard Co. All right, income statement, balance sheet, cash flow statement. Uh, 15. All right, so that's good. This is obviously we have to update some references here, this in here, but it looks good on the formatting. Oh, I forgot a couple here. Yeah, we'll be doing some thinking on this one for sure. It's going to be fun, but I'm definitely it's going to be good when it's done. Okay, this is fine. Let's update all of this. I don't know how much is actually going to be staying, but we'll just do it now. So we want the light border style, the light text. Remember, you can do Control Shift or Control and click and format all these at one time. I have to do these separate on the grid lines because now these. Okay. Alrighty. Looks good. Annual detail. Let's do these other ones here. Okay, that's fine. This is good. Okay, so we have everything imported. Um, Debt schedule, so we do need to update that with some logic here to show if you are taking out debt and you want to include terminal value in the end month, then all the debt that's remaining at that point should be repaid. So we need to put in that logic. And that's going to be a year. Make that a custom. So start date, so 2030. So now we should have it being paid off right there. Let's see what logic we got for that. Make sure that's referencing everything in the right position. It looks good. Let's see. Also change this. Perfect. All right, so that's working. Very good. Just make this black. Um, Now, the question is, do I want to sit here and try to figure out all of the... Oh, we got some more updates on these. Do I want to figure out all of the CapEx stuff today or tomorrow? Usually I don't do a lot of that until day 2. I guess this stuff is... I don't think that goes anywhere. It's just for planning purposes. I did like the coloring I did on this with the green on the assumptions. That's kind of nice. Uh, yeah, I mean, it's going to be a lot to try to figure this out. So I think we'll call it there for today. I know it's a quick day. It's a Monday. I've got so much administrative stuff I'm trying to take care of today with the business and got some other work to do. So I didn't even know if I was going to stream today, but I'm glad I got this started. So then tomorrow morning I'll be back to 10 a.m. and I will start on the fun stuff, which is getting the existing assumptions and pro forma to fit into the income statement, balance sheet, and cash flow statement, and also flowing it over to the executive summary and distributions and capex and all of that. Like I said, we're going to have an issue with the capex where we have to offset the depreciation based on how many years until you start harvesting. So, like if you buy $70,000 of trees, those can't start to be depreciated until they're actually producing fruit. So there's going to be an offset based on this. So this is the harvest per year. This is the year harvest start. So we're gonna have to, that's going to be our offset number. All right, well, we'll get into it. If I can look here at my log really quick. So so on these upgrades, I've done all of, actually, we are, we did auto repair, ATM, apple orchard here. So I got golf course, hair salon, driving range, e-commerce, that's definitely got to be done. One, two, three, four. This is already done. This is, no, maybe this one. I think I can offset that one. Oh, I'm on a different email. Anything else? Oh, vending machine and bike shop. Yeah. So vending machine, bike shop, definitely e-commerce coming up, and golf course. And all the rest of them, and e-commerce, if I didn't say that, definitely e-commerce. All the rest, anything other startup models, I'm going to delay, and I'm going to start doing new templates once I finish up those few I just named. All right. Well, don't forget, I am offering a walkthrough service. If you buy any template, I'll do a 2-hour walkthrough, $165 an hour to help you kind of understand the model and your assumptions as it relates to it and how to put numbers in. That's new. Also, I've got all kinds of templates. Check them out on the French Models tab at the top, smartly.com. You can buy individual templates for all these different things. You can buy them by category to save some money, or you can buy everything I've got for $9.99. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll really get into this upgrade tomorrow for sure on the Apple Orchard. Get the financial statements going. Probably will finish tomorrow. I plan so.